Hey, second grade, happy Monday. We're going to go ahead and get started with our writing. We are on our final day of lesson 3. So you should have your final draft written for us to look at and be able to share and upload at the end of this. Today, we're going to be focusing on being able to ask questions about someone's writing when you are able to share with another person. So let me go ahead and share our objectives and everything that we're going to do today in our writing. So we are on day 15, step 8, which is publishing and share. So Herschel here has taken us through all of our writing path, and it is time to celebrate. We did it. We wrote a whole writing about our opinion. So we wrote all about our opinion and houses, and we learned so many new things and got to share our own opinions. So I would like for us to make sure you have your iReady book and a pencil with you right now. If you do not get it, and you can pause the video. So our objectives for the day today are: I can develop questions to ask others, I can answer questions posed by others, and I can present information to others. So this is our final time to celebrate, ask questions, and do all the things with our writing. So please make sure you go ahead and have your writing book with you. We should be on page 92, 910-2. If you need a minute to find it, go ahead and pause it. But we're going to go ahead and get started. So you're going to share your work today on Schoology, and I want us to be able to talk about how, when you share, what's appropriate questions and how you would answer questions when people ask you or you give feedback to others. So let's make sure we are ready and on page number 92. So it says, get ready to share. You can show that you are interested in what others have written by asking questions. So here's one question about an unusual home, and how would you answer it? So someone asked you, after you read your whole writing, someone says, what's the best thing about your home? About that home? What's the best thing about it? So I want you to think about it then. Well, what's the best thing? That's a really good question, because you gave different reasons, but what do you think is the very, very best one? So I want you to think about it. How would you answer that question? Go look at your writing, pick your best reason and why. For me, when I wrote mine, my best reason about that home is that you could sleep on the water. I think that's pretty awesome because I really enjoy water. So when we're giving a response and we're giving feedback, we are going to make sure that we are writing in complete sentences today. So I would say, with an uppercase letter, you could sleep on the water, with a period so that I can breathe. Okay? So making sure that we are giving complete sentences, but make sure you answer it with what you would say. So let's go ahead and think about, if Herschel's friend, after Herschel's friend answered the question, should Herschel ask when's his friend's birthday is? Why? Why should he not ask that? So I definitely think you're right. He should not ask about his friend's birthday, because it has nothing to do with what his friend just read to him about, because we all wrote about our favorite unusual home to visit. So it's important that we stay on topic so that your friend knows that you really listen to what they had to say and care about what their opinion is. So we shouldn't ask questions that don't relate to the topic that they shared about. Okay? So let's go ahead and turn to page number 93 to see what other questions we can ask and how we could share and answer them. So let's brainstorm. Here we're going to write 2 questions you might be asked about the unusual home you chose, and then write the answers to those questions. So you can see a little hint right here. Think about the things that make the home special and different. So for me, What kind of questions? If after I read my opinion, what might they ask me? I think that they might ask me, what do you think your parents would like about the houseboat? Because, my opinion's there, but what about my parents? Because I can't go live in there without my parents. So let's see. If my friends asked me, what do you think your parents would like about the houseboat? Question mark, because it's a question, right? So I want you to pause and think, what's a question that friends might ask about yours? Pause the video to write your own question here. Awesome. So I hope you guys were able to write your own question. And what do you think your parents would like about the houseboat? Well, my family really likes to fish. So I think they would like to be able to fish off the porch. So, and my friends asked me that, I would probably tell them my parents like to fish. They would like to fish off the front porch. There we go. So I want you to pause and write your response to the question. Pause the video. How would you respond to that question? All right. So let's think of another question. And our hint over here from Herschel says, what questions did you think of when you first read about that home? So when you picked a home, what was something you had a question about? So I'm wondering, yes, I think a houseboat would be great, but maybe there's something I wouldn't like. So a good question that someone might ask me is there anything not like, oops, I could change would not into wouldn't, because we learned about those contractions. Wouldn't like about the house. Is there anything you wouldn't like about the house? Go ahead and pause the video here. Think of your question that you thought about when you first read about the unusual homes and write your question. All right, I'm going to answer this because that's important for us to answer questions that are asked to us. I think sometimes I get motion sickness or seasickness, so I think I might be a little scared that I might get a little seasick being on the unsteady water all the time. My answer to that question, is there anything you wouldn't like about the house? I think I would say that I might get seasick. Okay, so I want you to pause, answer the question that you wrote so that someone might ask you and how you would answer it, because a good writer is able to give more information and more details when they're asked about their opinion and their topic. So go ahead, pause the video, make sure you've written all of the things and you've completed your page 93. So for today, you should have all of your writing done for our opinion. So I would like for you guys to make sure that you upload a photo of your completed page 93 and your finished opinion paragraph from page 94 and 95 to Schoology. So make sure you're uploading page 93 and the questions you wrote and what your opinion paragraph looks like on page 94 and 95. And I look forward to reading them. So let's go ahead and I will see you tomorrow to start a new lesson. So have a great rest of your Monday.